Yo, what is good, everybody? Anthony Rivera here, Subway to Shea podcast, and I got Keith Diaz from Shea and Sons podcast. It's a Subway to Shea and Sons collaboration of WBC TV. Watch
Yes,
party here for Team USA versus Mexico, and now all of a sudden Puerto Rico versus Cuba because look at this. They just are getting out. I think it's what this is a the real winner of Pool A is the rain delay because it's been raining for the entire pool. How you doing, man?
it certainly is. I'm thoroughly excited, but I'm also very, very nervous because I was kind of hoping we'd be like in the forfeiting now with Team Puerto Rico. But now we got Team Puerto Rico, we got Team USA, and Team USA in a really, really big game, and Team Puerto Rico in a really, really big game. So I think we circled this around the United States. Little did we know that today would also be a huge game for Puerto Rico. So we got another night of baseball chaos, Anthony.
Yeah, and how crazy. We didn't cover it on Saturday, but how awesome was that comeback in Puerto Rico and that game-winning home run to just set everything off. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's even more chaos now that it's Puerto Rico, Cuba, and this last time I think they met was 2000, what was it, 6 or 2009,
It was one of the
where
early.
Cuba eliminated them.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while. A lot of people counted out Cuba, including myself.
Yeah,
So
me
this is
too.
really, really big for them too. I don't want to, just totally disrespect the opposition. This is also a big night for Mexico because Mexico kind of has the Americans' number. So this is really, really, really entertaining because there's a lot at stake, a lot at stake here, and a lot at stake here for both pools because whoever truly is the runner-up for Pool A will probably win the winner for Pool B, and we kind of have the two powerhouses for Pool B going at it at the same time as pretty much winner takes all in Pool A at the same time. So it's kind of nutty, but hopefully it all works out, and we're here celebrating both of our, teams that we are rooting for. But as we've seen in this tournament, man, don't count all your eggs before they hatch because a lot of craziness has gone down. Even today, there's been craziness. Even at 6 in the morning, there was chaos. So
Yeah, watching Major League Baseball, us watching the Mets every year, it's, how is this team going to get to the playoffs, wins, losses wise? What's the head-to-head record? Every game has mattered. Every pitch, every run scored has mattered to such a significant degree that even with Korea beating Australia, Korea could have beat Australia in a number of different of ways. And if Australia would have scored one more run, just one more, they
yep.
would have been on to the next round. And then you have other games like Great Britain and Brazil, where it comes to relegation into the next WBC. I mean, everything has mattered. Every game, every moment has been so important to each and every one of these teams. And I mean, I have just enjoyed, I think, every single game, even the blowouts. I have enjoyed just every single game here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I don't know about you, does this WBC, has this iteration, this 2026 one, have now raised the stakes from 2023 for you?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting dramatics in the pool stage. I mean, that's when you got a special tournament. You see it a lot with the World Cup when, do or die, winner take all games early on in the tournament. You feel the what the players are feeling that, every pitch counts, every swing counts, every out counts. We're getting it early, and I actually think this tournament is even going to get better as we continue on. And as we say that, Aaron Judge gets things rolling for the United States with a single. There is
Yeah.
a man on base for Cuba. I didn't see how, but I see it now.
Yep, they just getting underway. If you missed earlier on this morning, Korea stamped their ticket to the next round, to the quarterfinals, beating Australia 7-2. They both finished with a 2-2 record, but the run differentials is what mattered most, and Korea got enough runs and the win to stake claim. There was a number of scenarios where Korea could have won, and Australia still could have won to the next round. But Korea did their job, did their part. Dude, Jung Hoo Lee, I mean, come on.
Yeah, fun player, man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable how fun
Fun
watching
player.
these players are. I think
And
that's
it's
the
like,
thing too. You and I have really gotten into. I don't know how much you were into the tournament from the beginning since 2006, but now like us covering this the way we've covered it this whole entire tournament, I have more of a respect and I just enjoy it a whole lot more, knowing that the stakes are high for even the teams that just have no chance and no opportunity.
no, yeah, I've always, I mean, I think that team that we had, Beltran, Delgado, and, Pudge, all those guys for Team Puerto Rico, like ever since then, I was just in love with this tournament. I always was rooting for this tournament to get bigger, and here we are now, 2026. You got pretty much almost every single star in the sport wanting to be in this tournament, regardless if they're able to get in the tournament or not with the whole insurance stuff. But they want to be a part of this. The players love it. Some fans are split. They have differences of opinion, but I think the most important opinion is what the players feel, and they love it. They clearly want to continue playing and stuff like this. Um, you know, what we have also is, when the Olympics come around, we're gonna have another iteration of that. So it's really nice to see the guys step up for their countries and take pride in something that's other than the domestic teams. We actually had this conversation. We could watch a regular Met game on a Thursday afternoon, and maybe we'll tune into another game, and yeah, it might be interesting, it might be fun, but these games and these tournaments, it's like every breath you take is like the last breath you're gonna take on a baseball field. It feels like, and you see these stadiums are packed. Like you don't really see Miami Marlins Stadium ever that filled. And no disrespect to the Astros, they're a great club, right?
Yeah.
But they don't ever have that park filled at this time of year. This is amazing, So also what we got with our guys in Puerto Rico and San Juan this past Saturday, I mean, that was a magical evening. So honestly, I find it hard for anybody to dislike what we're seeing, truly.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jacob Petrucci in the chat. Shout out to Brian in the chat. Appreciate you both for being here. We got 105 people in the room for this game watch party for Mexico, United States, and now Cuba and Puerto Rico, because they are underway as well. As Keith mentioned, one on and one out for Cuba to start, and the bases are juicy for the United States here.
Looks like
With
Cal Raleigh is going to get an opportunity here with the bases loaded.
Manny Barada for Mexico up against Cal Raleigh. Let's see if they can get out of this inning here.
Oh, Elmer Rodriguez got a beautiful strikeout.
Elmer Rodriguez, we've been talking about him, a guy that we've wanted to see out of the Yankees farm system, an elite prospect. We already saw what Eduardo Rivera could do, and boy, I mean, no one was really talking about him, and Cal Raleigh strikes out swinging to end the inning. Mexico keeps it scoreless. But yeah, Elmer Rodriguez, Eduardo Rivera, probably the future of this Puerto Rico pitching staff you look at, and they could possibly lead this team next time around when we come back for the WBC. And it's nice to see, especially when we talked about Eduardo Rivera being under that wing of Justin Willard. And as Met fans, we have Justin Willard as our pitching coach, to see how he took him as a Oakland prospect and it's a guy that they dropped, and he's now one of their more elite prospects in Double-A.
Yeah, that was a good catch by you, man. I mean, it's really, really interesting to see the work that he's done, and we're going to see it firsthand here in Queens, right? As you say that, I wanted to mention to you that there was a report just a little bit before 7 around the Puerto Rican team with Elmer Rodriguez that Yankees officials reached out to Team Puerto Rico.
Oh, boy.
And they gave the alert that they want him going 55 pitches tonight rather than the 65. So
okay,
it's going to be a relatively short outing for Elmer, maybe unscathed and very impressive, but we're definitely going to be hitting the bullpen. This is going to be one of those evenings for Yadier Molina to really manage the bullpen really well, as He gets out of the inning with a beautiful little ground out to Nolan Arenado. And Elmer, clean first inning. Attaboy.
Clean first inning, 16 pitches to
Beautiful.
start. Not getting as many strikes. He's got six. Well, 6 out of 16 have been called for strikes. You like to see that go up a little bit more, but if he could keep the ball in play, maybe and get the outs that way, maybe we'll see a little bit more of Elmer. But I'm pretty sure we'll have a full bullpen ready to go. Fernando Cruz didn't really even pitch. He had one pitch in the first game. I'm pretty sure Edwin Diaz is ready to go as well. I don't know if you saw, but how about that? Ivan Quiones, man.
I
I
know.
think he threw 5
Really,
strikeouts out of the bullpen.
yeah. And
Crazy.
another good evening, another good like token for Puerto Rico is me and you have said this over and over. We get to avoid Cuba's best pitcher in Livan
Yeah.
Munielo, who's going to be going up against Canada. It kind of works out well for everybody because, you know, Cuba, they probably know that tonight could be a difficult game. They could still win it, there's no doubt. But they also know in their back pocket they have their ace against Canada, who struggled against Panama, and they had a shocking loss to Panama. So I don't think it's the end of the world tonight if Puerto Rico wins and Cuba loses. I still think Cuba can win against Canada, and Puerto Rico, with tonight being the very important night, winning the group will go a very long way. We can possibly face the team that is facing the Americans, which is Team Mexico, as Paul Skeens returns to the bump, who looked fantastic, by the way, in the first inning.
Yeah,
How
right
good
now,
is he, man? Right, Anthony?
yeah, he's
He's
filthy.
only, and he's a baby still, technically, you
Yep,
know?
filthy pitcher. He really spearheaded getting the United States pitchers involved, the top United States pitchers involved in taking part in the WBC. I mean, he's been all about pitching for his country. He did it when he was younger as well. And to have Paul Skeens be leading the charge for the United States, that's pretty huge for them. And we'll see even tomorrow uh, when they play Italy, Nolan McLean will be on the mound.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Fun times, fun times. Also, we forgot to mention, we finally got a start tonight for MJ Melendez. He's going to be DHing for Team Puerto Rico in the A slot.
yeah, it's
That's
about time that
MJ.
they get him. It's
Yeah.
about time they get him in the lineup because the offense has really been stagnant. When they score like that 1/5 inning where they scored all their runs, they were quiet until the ninth inning
Yeah.
of game 2 against Panama. And MJ Melendez gives them a little bit of pop that's needed. He could definitely pop a home run out of there. And I hope we see the best out of this offense because, man, when as good as your pitching is, and I'm pretty sure that they could keep some of the top teams at bay with their pitching. But if they're not scoring any runs, this is going to be a struggle for Puerto Rico. Look at all the runs that Mexico, the United States, the Dominican Republic, and Japan have all scored. Venezuela throw in there too. They're
Even
scoring a
Italy.
lot of runs. Like Pool A is not getting a lot of runs right now. And it's not the best pool that we've seen.
Yeah. Even Italy. Italy, last I checked, they were one of the leaders with home runs, and they're up there with the big boys, with Dominican, and Mexico. And yeah, we've seen a lot of teams get annihilated with some of these big boys. And Pool A right now is like crawling and scratching just to get by. It's like it truly is. It's one of those very even groups as we all previewed. And the best thing that could come out of Pool A is someone winning it, so they can at least avoid the United States. But it may not be the best thing in the world because, like we mentioned, it's very possible you're going to face Team Mexico. It's very possible you could face Team Italy. So, offense needs to wake up, especially in the tournament. While Paul Skeens just made Alejandro Kirk look very embarrassed in that strikeout. I think I'm a little bit behind you with the Americans, but I'm up to speed with the Puerto Rican team. Wow, he just ate up Alejandro Kirk. Oh my lord! And it looks like we got a base hit from Willie Castro, who was one of the heroes Saturday night.
Yeah.
One of the best at bats of the game.
He's batting
Working that
375
at-bat.
so far.
Yeah, he's been a little
In this
bit of a
tournament.
little spark plug. I've really enjoyed watching him.
Yeah, the two guys that really have not gotten a hit at all have been Helio Ramos, who I know you have your problems with, and
God,
Nolan Arenado.
I'm gonna try my best to not say anything mean. How do you swing at the first pitch, Anthony? When that inning and everybody is working counts and he swing bases loaded, one out, and he goes up there and swings at the first pitch. Oh my God, he's playing against us, the war criminal.
If it wasn't for Carlos Cortez saving everyone with that throw at the plate, and he's had a pretty decent, some big
Yeah,
hits and some big plays in the play,
he's
and
been
then
our MVP.
obviously, yeah, no, he's been really good. And Darrell Hernandez getting that game-winning home run was pretty huge for the Puerto Rican team. So they have a guy on base for Ramos, and let's see if he can get a big hit here.
Ramos and Arenado are a combined 0 for 13
Eesh.
currently in the WBC. Not good from your main guys.
And it might be time to split them up in the lineup.
I agree. I actually do think maybe you could squeeze in Cortez in there somehow, kind of mix it up.
Yeah, maybe Cortez at 2 or lead off and move Willie Castro down.
Yeah.
Even Emmanuel Rivera has been playing very well that I would consider moving him up the order.
It's a good call. I like that call. Emmanuel Rivera, he's been snake bitten by some really hard allowed outs too. So he's doing a good.
Ramos taking what you said to heart. He's battling here in this 2-2
There we go.
count.
We needed this Saturday, Anthony.
Yeah.
There we go. Love it. Paul Skeens makes quick work of Team Mexico in the second inning. He looks good tonight, man.
And we expected it, right? Like we expected Paul Skeens to be Paul Skeens, especially with the USA jersey on. Ramos strikes out swinging, so he's out. The first out will go to Nolan Arenado. They got a man on. Rubanya.
Swung through it.
Rubanya pitching for Cuba.
Swinging through a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. He made it like he's throwing 99. Like he's so behind on that.
Still spring for him.
Yeah, you could tell, man. He's lunging at these fastballs. Like those are defensive swings, like those are swings where he's like he's not really where he's at with his process when he goes up into the batter's box.
He's trying to do too much.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. He is trying to do too much.
Obviously, the pressure getting to him a little bit.
Right now, 0 for 14 between him and Arenado. Arenado could change that.
Arenado does have a sack RBI from the second game there. He got the first run for them. So let's see if he can tap into some of his power. Willie Castro steals second base. So man on second, one out. Can Puerto Rico capitalize off the start here? It'd be big for them because they've been struggling in the early innings at scoring runs.
There was some rain today, just to repeat from earlier, but it doesn't look like it's a lot of wind. There was tons of wind Saturday that was killing the baseball. We had quite a few fly balls. But tonight, it looks like it was just rain. It doesn't look like a lot of wind in Puerto Rico. So hopefully that plays into our hands and we can lift the ball tonight pretty well. Keep an eye on Team USA, waiting for the batters to get into the batter's box. Come on, Nolan.
Pops up.
Oh my gosh! Right when you said it too. 0 for 15 between him and Ramos.
It'll be up to Carlos Cortez, who's had a couple of big hits of his own.
Watch him get the hit, Anthony. It'll be 1-0 in about 2 minutes. Watch.
It's the hope. That is the hope.
I would bat him ahead of both of them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Put him in at number 2 or flip-flop him and Castro.
It's looking like, I believe, Roman Anthony is leading off for Team America right now in the bottom of the second inning.
Carlos Cortez flies out to left field. And that is the end of the inning. So through 1, scoreless.
First pitch swinging, Anthony. I want to scream. Is Eric Chavez like there? Like, what's going on? Your stress is so funny because it's like you're so over something.
It's like I don't want to watch the same baseball
I
we watch in Kings,
know.
man.
Yo, you're speaking to the choir, man. Totally speaking to the choir.
And the thing that sucks is that this team, whether they got screwed or not because of the insurance, it was a totally different offensive team. Like
Oh,
we would probably be talking about this team possibly having a chance to be in the finals if you include Javi Baez and Carlos Correa and Francisco Lindor. You take those big three out, not even get one of them.
yeah.
And the dynamic of this team with an older Nolan Arenado, a Julio Ramos, who I mean, yeah, he's a good player, but he's not any of those superstars. And those two you got kind of asking to like lead this team, and the best player is Martin Maldonado coming in with big hits after big hit.
That's how you know you're in trouble. Martin Maldonado, your biggest clutch hitter. Hopefully, he doesn't catch up to us in a way that we don't want to regret, right?
Yeah, and Puerto Rico has been helped out by the way the other teams have been playing. Canada falling to Panama, and then having Colombia get their first win against Panama. So it's been helping, and obviously we talked about wearing the jersey, right, and how that changes some of these players. But even with Puerto Rico, like them having the fans behind them has been another level for this team that I am a little concerned once they leave Puerto
Oh yeah,
Rico, how that, does factor in for them.
yeah, certainly. I definitely have that same worry as Roman Anthony works a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the second. Definitely gonna be uh definitely gonna be a very tall stacked of deck of cards in front of them because it's only gonna get harder. It's only gonna get harder.
So that game is now into the second. We go to the bottom of the second. USA uh, and Mexico here. Like you said, Roman Anthony walked. Byron Buxton lines out to center fielder Alec Thomas. So 1-on, 1-out for Bryce Terang, your guy.
Yo, look at you ahead of me today. How about you, Anthony?
I got game day going.
Okay.
That's
He's ahead
probably
of
the
me.
reason
I
why.
love it.
Watching it on game day has been so much more easier to keep up.
If you need I don't want to say it out loud, but a special link, I can help you out in the future. We gotta do. I'll send that to you privately. Wink, wink. Elmer's back on the mound. This guy batting for Cuba has a very long last name. Arrubarreina.
Yeah,
It fills
yeah.
up his whole jersey. 3-0.
It's almost like Crow Armstrong.
Yeah. Oh, he got gifted a strike there. Oh my. Yeah, Bryce Terang, man. Very underrated player. A lot of people are calling for him to be benched because of what Gunnar Henderson did Saturday. But the Rosas really, really, really sticking to his guns. One game for Terang, one game for Gunnar. And I think that's the best way to go about it. And I think when it gets closer to the bigger rounds, I think that's when DeRosa will make the call of who got the hot hand.
Yeah, everyone has been so far doing very well offensively. Terang batting 500, Roman Anthony 375, Schwarber 500, Judge 300. The only ones that have been really struggling is Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, Alex Bregman has been okay, and Byron Buxton doesn't have a hit yet. I don't know if he started all the games so far.
I don't think Riley has a hit either. I think Riley's been struggling too. Just a heads up, Elmer Rodriguez walked the first batter on a 3-2 count. He's up to 24 pitches right now. So not so bad, not so bad. Almost halfway through his allotted total he's allowed for tonight.
Yeah, and that's I remember us talking about it. Man, why did they take out Jose Quintana so early? And the innings restriction limit that Colorado put on him, We didn't find out until after the game was over, but
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep. That kind of ruined their whole game plan, honestly.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, it
really
changed
pitching very well. Yeah.
everything. Good at bat here by Bryce Terang. 8 pitches so far, 3-2 count.
And that's what
This is
Bryce Rank does, right? That
yeah.
Milwaukee, gritty, long at bat. That's just ingrained in him. That's why he's such a good baseball player. We already got bullpen work in Puerto Rico, Anthony. Just giving you a
Ay, ay,
heads
ay.
up. Bullpen's getting warmed up.
27 pitches.
Unavailable pitchers tonight are Seth Lugo and Eduardo Rivera. Every pitcher is available for Team Puerto Rico.
Well, this is a huge Elmer Rodriguez gets a huge double play here.
Oh, beautiful. Attaboy,
Nice
Elmer. He fielded it. Double play. Great job, Elmer.
huge for him to at least now, I guess, guarantee us a third inning at the most.
Very, very, very huge. Oh, did Bryce Terang? Oh, Bryce Terang almost went yard, just foul. Oh my God, this is crazy already. I'm looking at left, right. This is nutty.
They really have to have the multiple screen view of these games. Like that has to be something that's done, whether MLB does it or Fox does it.
That's what I was wondering. Like, I'm so surprised. Like, MLB is not quad boxing this, like on their app and everything. It's so weird.
Let's be honest. We're promoting this better than MLB is right now.
I agree with that. And Bryce Terang comes through with a big hit. I think it's gonna bring in a run. And here comes Roman Anthony. It looks like an RBI double play at the plate, and he's out. What a play by Jarren Duran. He guns out his Boston Red Sox teammate at home. What a play for Team Mexico. Jarren Duran, one of the better outfielders in Major League Baseball, showing up big for Team Mexico. Huge play.
Like these are the storylines you just like can't script at all. Wow, what a play.
And you know, Anthony, I have these talks with some of my buddies over at ESB. Shout out ESB. And I tell them, you may not like Jarren Duran because he's a Red Sox, but he's such a good outfielder. So many Met fans wanted him in the offseason with the trade talks. There's a reason why he's very coveted. And he's not even playing his regular position. He's in left field normally for the Red Sox. And tonight he's in right for Team Mexico. As Elmer Rodriguez gets through the second inning, we got nonstop action right now as the WBC continues to deliver, Anthony.
Yeah, it does. And we are scoreless. Also, end of the second as Bobby Witt Jr. flies out. Mexico keeps USA off the board after that play by Jarren Duran. Look, I'll say this. If the Mets don't sign Juan Soto, then I could see Jarren Duran on this team. But because they have Soto, and all of a sudden, you know, last year or 2024, we were talking about, man, the Mets have no outfield prospects whatsoever. Now, all of a sudden, Carson Bench could be the starting right fielder. We have AJ Ewing that is probably going to be the center field next season or the season after that. And you got Nick Morbido. You got all these options for the Mets outfield. So I guess that's the reason why they kind of stayed away from a Duran and said, you know, we'll get a 1 year out of Luis Robert Jr.
It's very true. This is actually a very weird spring training for me as a Met fan. I think for you as well. We normally have prospects that are like in the infield and they can't get in the infield because they're blocked or whatever the case is, or they're not ready or whatever. And we've been through that song and dance so much that now we're hearing outfielders and we're like, oh, and we have multiple versions of them. So it's actually very exciting. Again, this is something that we talk about with David Stearns. This is kind of why he's here, as Bobby Witt Jr. is at the warning track and he is out. He puts a drive to it, but Team Mexico escapes danger by the incredible play of Jarren Duran gunning out his Boston Red Sox teammate Roman Anthony at home. But going back to the Mets, Anthony, these outfield prospects, as we've mentioned before, like in passing, I've said it. I wouldn't be surprised after this year, the Mets outfield is Soto and homegrown talent. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind it. I really, really would not mind it. And I'd be okay. I think this is a good year to ease them in. I think Robert is here as like a bridge. Whatever they get from Robert, they'll take it. And if it's anything positive, maybe it gets them a contract elsewhere. But I truly think Robert is just here for a year. And I really think it's going to be Benj and it'll be AJ Ewing and Morabito, combination of the two with Soto. And I think they'll just load up on arms and in other areas, truthfully, because I think the outfield's looking really healthy.
Yeah, seeing AJ Ewing and his jump.
Base hits, Team Puerto Rico from Puerto Rico's hero, Bernice.
Yeah, that has to get him going, right? Like,
yeah.
Seriously.
Back to what you were saying. I think you said it best. He's hot. He needs to be moved up the order. He's batting what, fifth? Get him up, or sixth. Get him up in the order, man.
Yeah. Gotta change it. If it's not working, you gotta flip flop people around and try to find a happy medium, because this offense is really going to need to step up when it gets to, if they get to the qualifying rounds.
Agreed fully, 100%. As Eddie Rosario steps in for his first at bat, takes first pitch strike.
Yeah. Shout out to Stan from Westport in the chat. Appreciate you for being
Stan.
here. As always, yes, filthy pitch from Rodriguez, man. That was he's going to be a star to watch out for in that Yankee organization.
And the Yankee organization in years past has been criticized for lack of development, but they of late have done a tremendous job. I know this is a Mets podcast primarily, but they have done, you have to tip the cap. They've done a great job developing pitchers. They've even got a really solid year out of Max Fried, probably his best of his career last year, pretty much transforming the kind of pitcher he is and really, really elevating his game. So the Yankees have been doing really good with the pitching side of things, as Rosario grounds into a fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for their starting staff, right? I mean, obviously they have Max Fried for the long haul. I can't remember how long Carlos Rodon's contract is, and Garrett.
They got guys. They even got guys like Cam Schlittler, just really
the young guys
doing really well.
Yep, those young guys are going to be coming up. Schlittler has already made his name in the playoffs last year. You got Elmer Rodriguez on the rise. I think there's a pitcher that's even bigger than Rodriguez.
Yeah, his name is Carlos Lagrane.
Yeah. So they got a couple. Oh, Emmanuel Rivera with a base hit. You got two on and one out.
Here we go. We're that's a beautiful hit right there. Here we go, Anthony. Here we go. The wheels are beginning to turn. Paul Skeens is 1-2 to the Leo batter for Mexico as we start the top of the third down in Houston. Paul Skeens is only at pitch 34, so he has some more ammunition to work with. And I believe Paul Skeens did mention he will return if needed. So I know Scooble, it was announced today, he will not return, but I believe Paul Skeens made it clear that depending on rest and days in between, he will be back for Team USA.
Oh, so Scooble changed his mind then?
No, Scooble can't, but I think Skeens is going to be back. So Skeens will get another chance to turn in the rotation.
Because I remember Scooble, it was the thought was maybe not.
Yeah, he was. They announced today, it looks like we're going to get a stoppage in Puerto Rico. The rain is coming down. I hope this is just a quick little shower, but we've been getting a lot of rain in Puerto Rico last few days, trying to get through these games.
Nonstop.
Yeah, all the umbrellas are out. Oh boy. Yeah, it's coming down now. Paul Skeens, the 1-2 in the dirt for ball number 2. I believe that's Nick Gonzalez up in the 7 hole. MJ Melendez is at the plate for Team Puerto Rico. 2-man on, 1-2 count, 1 out currently. Looking to get the first run in for Team Puerto Rico.
I
He
forgot
fouled.
about Gill and Warren, Heel and Warren. I forgot about those guys in the rotation. So yeah, Stanford Med Sports right on that.
Yeah,
They
big
have
big.
as tough as a rotation as anybody when it comes to New York Yankees. Oh yeah, that
The
rain's pouring.
3-2 to Nick Gonzalez, and he's Paul Skeens. Another strikeout on a 98-mile-per-hour sinker, the fourth strikeout of the day through 3 innings so far for Paul Skeens. And he looks like the real deal, Anthony.
What you hope, what you expected, and it's what you're getting from Paul Skeens. And this
Can
is
we get one of those in Queens, Anthony? What do you think?
the hope.
The
Yeah,
hope is
yeah,
Freddie Peralta, right?
yeah. I mean, we had one.
Oh
We had
yeah, we
one
had
in
a
Jacob
few
DeGrom.
actually. Oh, your boy put a drive into one, but it's just foul. You would have loved that. You would have loved that. Your man's swinging a nice bat right there. Ah, he got out way in front. Ah,
Which means he's close.
yes. All right, 3-2 count. Out of boy, MJ. Funny, there was some pitching news today that affected actually the Mets. I guess we'll get into it when we get into commercial break. But Freddie Peralta is a happy man today, huh?
Yeah, looking at those contract terms, doesn't look too bad for the Mets though either. Like
No,
considering,
I think they're gonna. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna. I think the Mets are gonna sign him regardless. But he's gonna get. He's gonna get his. I know that for sure. Definitely getting paid. Paul Skeens strikes out another batter. Five strikeouts so far for Skeens.
9 pitch at bat in Puerto Rico for MJ Melendez. No matter what here, he's driving up the pitch count for Urbana.
This is the
32
guy we've been
pitches.
talking about. Get him in the lineup. Why is he sitting? And even when he came in Saturday and played first base, huge plays at first.
Yeah, so
He's a valuable player.
I saw someone talk about like what is he adding to this team when he could be in Mets camp right now? I mean, like look at him play first base in case you need a first baseman.
We have an error with Team USA. Bryce Harper cannot come down with the throw. MJ Melendez works a huge walk. Bryce Harper drops a ball, and thankfully Kyle Riley's backing him up. Let's see if who was that? Was it Terang? What? That's on Harper. Harper has to make that play. He just completely botched the catch. There's a base runner now. Thankfully, Kyle Riley was backing him up because Joey Ortiz, the runner, one of the more faster players in baseball, got back to the bag. Kyle Riley did an incredible job saving an extra bag being stolen right there. So Team USA now with 2 outs, they have a man on base for Team Mexico. It's Jarren Duran. Usually when a guy makes a really good play defensively, they come up big with the bat. See what he does.
This is a huge at bat for the captain, Martin Maldonado in Puerto Rico. Bases loaded, 1 out, and you have the top of the lineup waiting in the wings here.
1 out, too. Huge. I'll take a fly ball, Anthony. What is Jarren Duran doing? Jarren Duran, and he has a base hit. There's 2 men on base right now for Team Mexico. And Martin Maldonado down the line. He burned third base. It comes in a runner. It comes a second, and he's going to clean it up. That's 3-0 Puerto Rico.
The captain.
Aaron Judge gets an outfield assist. Chaos in the WBC.
The captain, baby.
He
What a hit.
Out Joey Ortiz at third base. Aaron Judge. Back-to-back innings with outfield assist. As Martin Maldonado has been a consistent clutch hitter for Team Puerto Rico. Comes through again.
You could not have asked for the perfect spot for him to hit that triple.
Oh,
with the bases loaded. 3-0 Puerto Rico.
I got to tweet this out. Oh, my God.
The Puerto Rican fans going nuts right now.
What an insane tournament it's been for Martin Maldonado.
Beauty down the line. This has been such a big tournament for Maldonado, considering that we are closing in on the end of his career here.
Yeah.
Big hit. Just watching this Aaron Judge play right now.
Great throw. I don't know
What?
why he tested him, man. That
Yeah.
wasn't even hit like deep in the outfield. That was a little bit of a bloop. You keep a man on first and second. You know, granted, it's only one. It's only two outs. You know, but a base hit. You got to run in scoring position with speed on the bags. Team Mexico getting a little greedy there. Aaron Judge. This is one thing about Aaron Judge. A lot of baseball fans, excuse me, tend to overlook. Yes, 60 home runs, great power bat, but Aaron Judge is a fine outfielder. Significantly, very can handle his own out there, and he's done it consistently for the Bronx Bombers. As we head back to Puerto Rico, and Martin Maldonado, man, just completely finding the perfect spot, as my buddy Anthony said, to put that ball in play with speed on the bags as they were jacked, bringing in 3 runs. And you know what? That inning truly comes down to MJ's Melendez at bat. And to your point, and you make this over and over again, got to give you credit where credit is due. He should not be sitting. Get that man in the lineup.
You have a lefty bat with pop. Why is he sitting? We've seen him. We've seen him in the major leagues and what
Yeah.
he can do. He should be in the lineup. No
Yep.
doubt. And
Yep.
it was against the lefty.
Yep.
Huge at bat. Works out the walk, like you said. And then Martin Maldonado doing what captains do and puts it right in the beauty spot along the third baseline.
It's like he has the magic of the captain patch that Lindor would have,
Mm-hmm.
and it's on his shirt. So it's like something with that C on the Puerto Rico jersey, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable. 3-0 lead for Puerto Rico in the bottom of the second. And as you said with that, Aaron, people underestimate Aaron Judge in the field, I feel like, way too much.
Absolutely.
And he makes them pay. And he did that to Mexico here.
Absolutely. I remember there was, he played mostly the whole year at center field for the Yankees and arguably should have been given a gold glove the way he performed. As Bryce Harper looks to bounce back from his error, hits the pitcher with a line drive, and we may need to get a trainer out as the pitcher currently, Cruz for Team Mexico, is in a lot of pain. And he just came into the game to start the bottom of the third, and he does not look good. He is limping. He's trying to walk it off. Bryce Harper hit a rocket right back to the pitcher. Oh, at least he made up for the error.
Martin Maldonado's first extra base hit in the World Baseball Classic.
I think he got him in the, he hit him in the ankle really bad. That ball was probably 100 something miles per hour off the bat.
Couple of comments I want to bring up from Stan from Westport. He goes, as far as the Red Sox, I think the WBC helps a kid like Bello, who pitched very well today, 5 innings. Just being around all these superstars and the atmosphere will serve him and Red Sox well. He had a very good outing today. Very good. Nice outing from him. And then he goes on to say you can also argue that the intensity in this WBC helps guys much more than spring training because it brings playoff level intensity and a huge fan involvement on literally every pitch.
Yes. And guess who works another really good at bat and gets on base again? Willie Castro. He's been the perfect leadoff guy for Team Puerto Rico.
This has been such a turnaround from the 9th inning on Saturday, right? This team was searching for pitches, hitting terrible pitches, not working counts.
Yeah.
That ninth inning, they worked around so many at bats to tie the game, then to take the lead and win. And then all of a sudden tonight against a tough Cuban team, let's be honest, this team has definitely exceeded many expectations, and they have been roughhousing them tonight on at the plate. And they switched their pitcher to Luis Romero after the 3-run double by Martin Maldonado. So
And here's a guy in the box that needs a hit. He's 0 for 8. We've mentioned his name already. Helio Ramos.
Puerto Rico only has one home run, and that's by Hernandez from yesterday.
It looks like Cruz is going to stay in the game for Mexico. Bryce Harper's at first, and he gets the opportunity and the blessing to face Aaron Judge. Good luck. Swinging at balls. Come on, Helio. Come on, Helio. One and two count to Helio Ramos, man, on first and second. Kyle Schwarber's on deck, right? Alex Bregman in the hole. 1-1 to Aaron Judge. Helio Ramos fouls off a ball. He stays alive. Aaron Judge is now 2-1 in the count. Yeah, the Puerto Rico team did a really good job getting the starter for Cuba out of the game early. Ooh, all right, 2-2 to Ramos. Aaron Judge. Goodbye, baseball. Another home run. Aaron Judge. Team USA captain Aaron Judge puts another ball into the moon for Team USA, and they go up 2-0.
It's Captain's Night. Captain's
Yes,
Night on the WBC TV right now with Martin Maldonado with his big hit. Now Aaron Judge on the field and at the plate. Unreal.
All rise.
Probably Helio Ramos' best at bat as he draws the walk.
Attaboy, Helio.
1 out, bases loaded for Nolan Arenado. Can he tack on runs and start making this game more of a rout?
Aaron Judge with a huge celebration. Actually, you never see that. And following Aaron Judge is Kyle Schwarber getting a base hit. The United States bats are alive. And once again, Team Puerto Rico, bases loaded opportunity. Nolan Arenado. This might be what we've been asking for, what we've been talking about all day today, Anthony. Is this the day Team Puerto Rico's offense wakes up? Perfect game for it to happen, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fouls off the first pitch.
What a great rebound for Team USA after Jaron Duran really shocked the world with that throw. It was a really, really good play. Team USA is just, and they're just getting started. Nolan Arenado could solidify his Puerto Rican status with a grand slam here, Anthony. I'm just letting everybody know. You know, there's still doubts in a lot of Puerto Rican homes. Like, is he really here for this? You know, like we need a big time hit here, Nolan.
Yeah. I did hear an interview of him speaking Spanish, and he speaks it very well. Well,
Yes,
I'll
he
say
does.
that. So I think he's starting to adjust to this team. I think he was very wowed by after that game and everyone singing Preciosa from Mark Anthony. So
what a beautiful moment, by the way.
Yep.
Beautiful moment. And this is probably, you know, a guy who's seen it all, and then he gets to experience this. You know, it's probably like just eye-opening for him, you know?
Yeah.
Alex Bregman. Oh, foul ball. And another foul ball for Arenado, who stays alive. All right, we got two really big at-bats going on right now. Alex Bregman, no outs, man on first, 1-2 count. And then we have the bases loaded for Team Puerto Rico with Nolan Arenado as they show a brand new baby in the stands. What is that baby doing there in the rain? Come on, guys. Get that baby a coat.
You want to talk about overall uniforms? I got to say, I really like Cuba's.
I think Cuba's white jersey with the red lettering might be the best one. I
The
mean that.
hat, I think just the full uniform, I think theirs is
Yes.
one of the better ones that are out there. I've always liked
Yes.
Puerto Rico's, although I don't like their home one right now. I think it's
Yeah.
just too boring and plain.
Cuba's everything flows with Cuba's jersey.
Yeah.
Everything. And you know what? Team Mexico's jersey is underrated too. I like the
Yes.
green. It stands
Yep.
out really well.
Very underrated. I did like
Oh!
Pan.
Oh my God, Anthony! They're teasing us today. Jesus Christ! Sorry, Anthony.
I'll say I liked Panama's until I looked closer at it, and I'm like, man, this looks like the Atlanta Braves.
Well, that's how I feel about the Team America's all white jersey.
Yeah.
From the back, I wanted to look into the McLean one. I'm like, this looks like the Braves. I'm not with it.
Arenado strikes out swinging,
Oh,
2 outs.
Jesus Christ.
I will say this, whether they score more runs or not, this has probably been their best offensive inning.
Kyle Raleigh is now up, and he's hit by a pitch. Kyle Raleigh's hit on his hip, man, on first and second for Roman Anthony. All right, come on. Cortez, my guy, is up. Bases juiced. 2 outs. All right, so we have bases loaded in Puerto Rico, man, on first and second for Team USA. Huge opportunities for both teams. Carlos Cortez pops up to short. Is the play going to be made? Yes, it is. End of the inning. We strand 3 runners. Unfortunate.
Be interesting to see if Rodriguez comes out for the 3rd inning. It was a long inning offensively for Puerto Rico.
Oh my God. Oh, Anthony, the Roman Empire is here. 3-run home run, Roman Anthony, upper deck tank. The Roman Empire is here for Roman Anthony. He was gunned down last inning at home, and here he is, the replacement for Corbin Carroll, Roman Anthony, 417 feet. I think the United States are trying to go ban for ban with the Dominican, with everybody else who's getting all these, not mercy rule wins. I think Team USA smells blood.
Yeah, 5-0 here. Oof. And it's going to be hard to hit Paul Skeens. 3 innings so far, only 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. He's thrown 45 pitches, so he's got about 20 more to go. I assume he comes out for the next inning, and then they'll probably wrap it up there with him.
You hear a lot of baseball fans talk, or baseball like scouts talk about guys like Roman Anthony, and you know he's gonna be good. He's gonna be a staple for the Red Sox, but you put him in this environment and he performs. I mean, that kid's ceiling, his future is just so awesome. The Red Sox have a diamond with Roman Anthony.
And he wasn't even thought of to be in this lineup, right? As you said, Corbin Carroll was supposed to be replacing him.
Yeah, another very, very talented baseball player. So it's 5-0 for the United States. They look like they're in full control. As you mentioned, Paul Skeens is just grooving right now. And the offense is hitting with men on base, which was a problem that they had against Brazil of all teams with all those walks they got. And Team Puerto Rico with the 3-0 lead could have added on to it. They can still add on to it. But as Paul Skeens is doing, Elmer Rodriguez is doing, he is in full control right now of Team Cuba. And their offense has been hot. So for Elmer Rodriguez to keep their bats a little quiet, it's a really, really good sign for Elmer Rodriguez and Team Puerto Rico.
Stan from Westport, who is a Red Sox fan, talking about Roman Anthony is a single guy in years who's the number one prospect and an instant superstar at this level. Doesn't always happen that way. You're right. Doesn't. I mean, we hear about so many prospects and how well they could be and do, and they never pan out. So you have a star here.
Looks like the rain has arrived back again in Puerto Rico. We're getting on and off showers right now. And tons of umbrellas are out behind home plate as Omar Rodriguez is up to pitch 35. So we're 20 away from his limit.
The rain
Get
can
some
only help us out
strikeouts.
for so long because we are heading indoors if we make it to the next round, no matter where it is, whether it's in Houston or in Miami.
Omar Rodriguez is cruising, Anthony. He's looking good.
And that's what we wanted to see, right? We wanted to see him succeed in this spot, big spot for him, and the future, a future possible ace of this staff. When you look at the future of Team Puerto Rico, just gonna
Absolutely.
have to start developing some position players because obviously, Lindor's up there in age by the next time. Baez will be, and so will Correa.
Yeah, you can argue Omar is our future star.
Yeah.
Tall kid, too, very lanky. Oh, looks like a little base hit. That could be double. That could be two bags right there. As it bounces over Nolan's head and it just falls into no man's land. I think the rain got the best of that ball as the way it bounced was really funky bounce. And I wouldn't be surprised, Anthony, if they kind of put the tarp on. It's coming down right now. Really funky bounce over Nolan's head, which is, I think it hit the umpire actually at third base umpire. Did it? Couldn't really tell. I think that's what the left fielder was mentioning, but
Oof.
nothing comes of it. So
I
one
feel
out.
like Arenado should have had that.
Right. It was a little weird, right?
Yeah. I think they're going to try to get through this inning before they.
Yeah, the rain is really coming down now. This game is gonna get delayed, I think.
Oof, just out of his reach. Just out of Nolan Arenado's reach.
I just saw Nolan McLean standing right next to Aaron Judge on the railing for Team USA. What a sight, huh?
Just hope that's just for the WBC only.
Nolan Arenado gets the pop out in foul territory. It does very good there. Look at Martin Maldonado hustle. Oh my God. Martin Maldonado, man.
That's a guy that before Francisco Alvarez came up, I was like, man, we could use a guy like Martin Maldonado on the team. He doesn't hit really, but as you see, he gets some big clutch hits. But his work behind the plate has always been really good.
Yeah, he's a very good conductor with the pitchers and does a really good job calling a game. Had a great career with the Astros. Bryce
World
Terang is up
champion.
with 2 outs. Team USA, nobody on base. Anthony, I hear Carson Bench and Ronnie Mauricio both reached base 3 times tonight as they blew out the Marlins, Anthony. How
We
about
get
Carson Bench
closer.
starting to
Yep.
I think he's pushing the needle there, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's pressed on that needle at this point. I mean, when he's hitting this well, I think he had was it a triple earlier on in the game? I
I
don't know.
think
He's hitting
so.
well opposite field, which is very important. I know our friend Carson hates opposite field hitting, but I think that he is primed for this role. I mean, this is not going to be a crazy role for him, right? He's probably going to be put at the bottom of the lineup, around 8 or 9, and he's not being asked to be the savior of this team. They already got their leaders.
I agree. Just a heads up, man on first and second with 2 outs. Elmer Rodriguez is up to pitch 47. So we may
So
be
this is the
seeing
end of
me.
him after this.
Yeah.
He's
I think
got
they're going
2
to give him
outs.
one more batter.
See if he can get out of the inning.
Yeah, Yadier is at the top of the railing. He knows that he's got to get him out of there soon, as per request from the New York Yankees. But you know what? He's done very well. Come on, Elmer. One more batter, baby.
Big at bat here. 2 on, 2 outs. Cuba threatening here.
You know what I noticed about him, Anthony? He knows when to stay away from righties. Like he's not playing around. He's working the corners. I like this kid. He's trying to pitch. You know, he's not trying to throw. And you tend to see that with young arms. They tend to throw rather than pitch. This kid is going to be very good for the Yankees. You could just tell.
And it's like, can we get more pitchers that think that way? Like,
yeah,
who asked for all this velocity? Like, did fans are really like, we need this much, we need this pitcher throwing 103, 104. Like, nah, man, just get outs.
Oh, Nolan Arenado with one of those Nolan Arenado plays. Oh my God, Anthony. And Anthony, that was classic Nolan. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just a tick behind on the computer here. Let's see. Let's see this play. Oh, 2-1 pitch. So I'm a few seconds behind, a few pitches.
That was really nice. That's classic Nolan, too.
Ha! Then my computer freezes. Oh, yeah.
Classic Nolan.
Boom. Wow. He's like, yeah, I still exist.
Paul Skeens starting the fourth inning facing Randy Arozarena.
He's been pretty quiet this tournament.
Yeah, and he's, he loves this tournament too. He hasn't really gotten off the things. I agree. Two and two count right now to Randy Arozarena. Paul Skeens, 3+ innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, looking to get his 6th strikeout. Pitch number 50 on the way for Paul Skeens. And it is ball number 3 to Randy Arozarena. It looks like the rain did stop in Puerto Rico. So it looks like on and off showers for the rest of the night. Paul Skeens gets Randy Arozarena to strike out looking on a 96-mile-per-hour two-seamer on the outer half. I don't even know what you're supposed to do with that. Randy Arozarena just literally walks away. He doesn't even know what to say. 6 strikeouts for Paul Skeens. An incredible pitch. I believe one of the more underrated Mexican bats is now in the box for Team Mexico. Jonathan Aranda, very good baseball player for the Rays. Very underrated first baseman. Used to be a second baseman and did the Jorge Polanco transition to first. So, any Met fan out there, other players do it too, not just Jorge Polanco.
Was that Will Milwaukee? Did he do that?
Well, Aaron, no, that was all in Tampa.
All in Tampa. Okay. So it works. We know it works.
It works, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if this works out with Polanco. I don't know when oh my goodness, why am I drawing a blank here? When Carlos Mendoza, forgetting my own manager's name, when Carlos Mendoza said that he's going to see some playing time at DH, I was like, they're going to rotate these guys a whole lot.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't be.
Beatty looks pretty good at first
Yep.
too.
Honestly, I would not be shocked if Beatty's the first baseman. If he hits the way he did in the second half, and he's playing decent field, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd rather see Beatty at first than in the right field. That's for sure.
He looks really natural at first. And you know, a lot of people say if you play third, you can play first. It'll take some time, but he looks really, really good at first. Very, very natural to him. I think I like him more than Polanco, honestly. But you know, Polanco's really here just to provide what we got with a bat with what we lost with Nimmo. It's pretty much
Yeah.
that's what Polanco's here to do, just to provide the offense Nimmo provide. That's how I'm looking at it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bobby Witt Jr. is out of his mind, Anthony. Bobby Witt Jr. is doing one of the craziest plays I think I've ever seen.
That's why he's the best shortstop in baseball. We've had some really good web gems this
Yes.
tournament. You even texted me this morning that second to last play in Korea, that
Yeah.
catch. Good grief. To save a run.
And it's
Rowdy,
only March 9th.
yep.
It's insane. It's
Rowdy
insane.
Tellez strikes out swinging. That ends the inning. USA, middle of the fourth, up 5-0.
I just sent it to your DM. Check it out.
Nothing's better than an out from throwing from your knees. Nothing
Yeah,
matches that.
that isn't it. And he's in the outfield making
That's
that
some
throw.
rare Doñez type defense.
Ray Ordonez, take me back. All right. Rosario. We could use a nice little bop from Rosario tonight. So it looks like we got a lefty coming in the next inning for Elmer, for Team Puerto Rico. Lefty will be coming in. I think his name was Romero. I didn't catch his first name. Rowdy Tellez with a man on second. Strikes out. Paul Skeens, I believe, has 7 strikeouts in 4 innings. Paul Skeens is exactly what the United States needed against Team Mexico. The recipe to calm that offense down, and he has delivered. My goodness. And so has almost all these pitchers for Team USA. I mean, Logan Webb had 1 bad pitch and then was completely dominant. Same goes for Tariq Skubal. 1 bad pitch, completely dominant. And I mean, honestly, that's why Team USA truly is the real favorite of this tournament. If these guys all come together the way we know they can, they're just really, really hard to hit. And we have our guy coming up next for them, and it's going to be Nolan McLean. We're really excited for that.
I'm very excited as we get to the quarterfinals. It's like, which pitching staff is going to limit some of these offenses, or is it just going to be an absolute slugfest?
Very interesting. Very interesting. Emmanuel Rivera flies out, lazy fly to right, and that'll be the end of the Puerto Ricans in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth. Omar Rodriguez did very well for the Puerto Ricans. We head to the bullpen. And
Luis Romero.
Luis Romero. I'm going to take a potty break. I'll be right back, sir.
Bottom of the fourth. Bobby Witt Jr. to the plate. Alex Carrillo. I think he's a Met. Has been an 0-1 count. today. You have Korea with the 7-2 win. They take their place now, along with Japan in the quarterfinals out of Pool C. The Dominican Republic also now advancing. They won 10-1 over Israel, knocking them out of the tournament. So Dominican Republic and Venezuela advancing. Venezuela up 4-0 over Nicaragua right now in the bottom of the ninth. Colombia beats Panama, knocking Panama out of possible contention with a 4-3 victory. Brazil loses to Great Britain 8-1, and I think Brazil gets relegated here, if I'm for certain. I'll have to double check that, but I think so. And then you have 3-0, top of the fourth, Puerto Rico over Cuba. USA 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth with a double by Bobby Witt Jr. Bryce Harper to the plate with a 2-1 count. Shout out to Empire State of Baseball. Always appreciate them. Great podcast. Make sure you're following them on YouTube as well as X. They got the Yankees channel. They got the Mets one in there. ESB NYM, ESB NYY. Always a pleasure having them be a part of this. The scores may not be close, but we have had a lot of high drama in both of these games. Team Puerto Rico will change their pitcher. A nice start from Elmer Rodriguez. Obviously, he was on a pitch count as the Yankees wanted him to be at 55, and I think he made it to 50. Yes. 50 pitches, 21 of those were strikes. So any Yankee fans out there looking into one of their top prospects in Elmer Rodriguez, he pitched very well today in a big spot. And not, I don't know if I would say a must win, but a pretty huge game for Team Puerto Rico as they look to advance with a victory here. Whichever team wins, whether it's Puerto Rico or Cuba comes back, one of these teams, the win, will automatically advance into the quarterfinals. On the mound for Team Puerto Rico right now, Giovanni Moran. First guy out of the bullpen. And he gets Despaigne to ground out. One out in the top of the fourth. Aaron Judge, who's already 2 for 2, working a 3-2 count off of Mets pitcher Alex Carrillo. Already has a home run, has 2 RBIs and a run. What will he do next? Stop. I said it on X just a few minutes ago. Stop testing Judge, whether on offense or defense. Dude's a monster. Care what team you like. Best player in baseball. With him, Shohei Ohtani, 2 best players in baseball. Aaron Judge works out the walk. So 2 on, 1 out, and another masher at the plate in Kyle Schwarber. One for one already. He's got a walk and a run. You wanted to talk about blowing this game wide open. Could possibly happen right here. Carrillo throws a pitch right down the plate, and Schwarber fouls it off.
I see the best player in baseball is batting up again.
Yeah, he just on my end, he just walked to cue the dramatics for you. But two on, 1 out for Kyle Schwarber. I mean, it gets worse. And Alex Carrillo, Met farmhand or Mets bullpen piece.
You know, I was at a game last year where we hung that man out to dry against the Reds, and Met killer Austin Hayes, I think, hit like 2 home runs off him. Never forget.
Was he what? Austin Hayes, he was the one that we're like, yeah, we got to get.
Yeah, because we didn't know we were gonna get anybody. Ended up on the White Sox, of course, right?
Yeah. How many times last season were we like, just leave that pitcher in and just let him hang out there?
I know. Yeah, we did it a lot, Anthony. Especially with this guy too, because I remember a lot of the people on Mets Twitter that are like really tuned into the farm really like Carrillo. And well, I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but it was really lackluster. But we really hung him out to dry. Like, I'll never forget that Reds game. It was rough. It was really rough. Throws hard too. I mean, he's throwing what 99. He just threw 99 to Schwarber. I see our bullpen piece is trying to get a ground ball here. Maybe get out this inning.
Yeah, he's going to need a double play with the man on. 1-0 count.
Today's a perfect game for Yadier Molina to get this pool and wrap things up, man. Kevin Durant is behind home plate, Anthony.
He is.
Kevin Durant behind home plate. I wonder if he's on his burners tonight. Carrillo is almost hitting 100, Anthony. Shout out ESB in the building. Appreciate you guys. They had their show today. Unfortunately, it was on when everything else was on. But shout out ESB. If you guys get a chance, give them a follow. Those are my buddies.
And you got some great content coming up with them.
Yeah, man.
We have spaces.
We're going to bring you on for a bunch of it. Don't worry.
I'm always game.
Hell yeah. We have a cool Met project lined up. We're going to try and get some Met content creators together. All right, 2 out for Team Puerto Rico.
As we've said multiple times in this live stream already, it's of the utmost importance to win this game and stamp your place in the quarterfinals, but also now to win the bracket or to win Pool A, because you don't want to face Team USA right off the bat, I don't think. I mean, they're up for the challenge, but the way they're playing right now.
Carrillo strikes out Schwarber, Anthony.
Big strikeout for Carrillo.
Yeah.
And Alex Bregman pops out, so that ends the inning.
Boy, how about it? I know Ernest Dove is somewhere smiling. Shout out, Ernest. Big Met prospect lover.
Shout out to Ernest for sure. I'm going to have him on, trying to do something monthly with the prospects. I got to get more in tune with the prospects, man. Have never really been in like that, but now that this team has such a good farm system, I feel like it's of the utmost importance to really know who these players are, just like we're doing right now when it comes to learning a lot about these international players that have just shined on the world stage.
I agree. Yeah, and who better than Ernst to have on? I mean, he's so in tune with the prospects, and I love how he kind of gives you his point of view and what the Mets' point of view is. I was watching one of his streams not too long ago, breaking down some of his list of his top 30 prospects, and I like how very, very unbiased he is when talking about these kids. It's just gives you a lot of insight. Really, really, really good prospect mind. As the Americans go down quietly, And Puerto Rico is trying to get out of the top of the fourth. You know, Anthony, you spot on, man. That Cuba jersey is gorgeous.
I love it,
Look,
man.
it's really nice.
I think it might be my favorite.
Might be two for me as well.
That and like you said, Mexico is another great one.
I totally forgot we're playing Canada tomorrow.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that. Oh.
Actually, theirs is not too bad either.
Yeah, I agree.
I look at USA's and I'm like, I feel like it could use a little bit of a change. I wanted to get, like, I like the hat, the symbol on the hat.
Yeah.
I saw that same exact logo on a T-shirt, and I'm like, man, I don't really like it. Like, it was a little blown up more, and I'm like, man, I don't like this.
I just missed the old one we had where we had the island on it with a Moro. Like, that was so, like, true to us, you know?
Yeah.
It identified us. I kind of wish we had, like, a little bit more incorporation with our, you know, heritage on the jersey. Like, our hat should have the coqui on it. That would be so cool, you know? Like, a little touch of that, that'll mean a lot, you know?
Yeah, why not let, this is the world sport, why not let the teams and the countries get a little more involved with designing instead of, you know,
you see
getting the
Team
plainness.
Italy, like in their dugout with the espresso. Like, I love that. I think that is so fun. Like, Team Italy's like totally on board with that. It's so fun. I love that so much, man. And it's like Vinny Pasquantino, like the Godfather, waiting for them, and he gives them kisses on each cheek. It's hilarious. What a play! What a play by Moran, and Puerto Rico gets out of it. Well done.
Paul Skeen's night is over. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He threw 60 pitches, 39 for strikes, and now Clevenger is on the mound for Garrett Clevenger is on the mound for the United States, right out of the Tampa Bay pitching lab there, and they got a good pitching lab.
I wanted to trade for that guy last year. He's pretty good. Pretty good lefty.
The problem is if the Rays trade him, there's probably something wrong.
That's very true. Very, very true.
Although the one pitcher to really work out, I was going to say the one pitcher to really work out for us from there has been Brooks Raley.
Yeah. Yeah. And we get him back this year, which is huge.
Yep.
Huge, huge, huge. Let me see.
I've just been so ingrained in all these games that the Mets spring training games have just been out of my mind.
Yeah, I didn't even know we were playing a night game until I looked at my phone.
Yeah.
I thought we played already. I took a nap today. Like, I dozed off for a moment, and I'm like, okay. No way I'm going to watch that tonight, but I hope they win.
The funny thing too is I had been logged on, just leaving my computer ready to go for the show, and I'm like, man, this is unlike Keith not to log in yet. And then I'm like, holy crap! When you sent me the text, I was like, oh, I probably should have sent the link. That would help.
I figured, I was like, he's probably doing daddy stuff. I'm not even gonna. I know he'll hit me back, so I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Well, I gotta say, this last 2 weeks has been some of my favorite content that I've done.
Yeah,
especially
really.
with you doing this out here for the WBC, man.
I wish we could, like, you know, we started out with Pool C, right? And we were just so excited to see baseball. But because of the time with Pool C, I wish we would have kept up with it, because it probably has been the most exciting pool. And
yeah, man,
the Asian and Australian, like, presentation, it's just been so. Bobby Witt did it again. Bobby Witt did it again. I'm gonna. This is crazy. Bobby Witt is going out of his mind.
The offense has not been there, but defense surely has.
Reminds me of Young Lindor, man.
Oof. Feels like same spot too.
Yep, same spot. All right. MJ Melendez. Another really good at bat, Anthony. 3-2. MJ Melendez.
Who knew adding him to the lineup would just change the dynamic? Just from
He
him taking
strikes out,
pitches.
but he strikes out, but he works such a good at bat. I hope he goes to Syracuse, Anthony. I really do. I hope we keep him. You never
Yeah,
know. You may need to like bring up a guy or whatever. I don't know if he's gonna make the team because obviously he's here and Talkman is doing so well. But like, I really
everyone,
do.
even Tyrone Taylor.
Yeah, Tyron Taylor's been hitting the ball really well too. I just feel like I hope they all stay. Never know. Here comes our MVP so far, Martin Maldonado, Mr. Clutch himself, the captain, Team Puerto Rico, the spirit of Lindor in that man. And so far, both home teams throwing shutouts.
Yeah.
Team USA, Team Puerto Rico. I mean, bigger for us, but truthfully, really, really good showings by both teams. Most Gold Glove awards all time. Look at Maldonado on that list.
You got two top pitching staffs, so the fact that getting, even 2 to 3 runs is very hard for these guys to bounce back from.
Agreed.
Just manufacture runs. If you don't have the pop, just manufacture runs as any ways you can, and that's what Puerto Rico has been doing.
Yep. It goes back to what Yaku Cosmopolitan was saying about, just really good plate discipline, seeing teams with it, seeing teams without it. And so far in this tournament, outside of the powerhouses, some of the more successful teams that have gone through a little of adversity, they succeeded by having really good at-bats and really big moments, like ourselves, for example. That ninth inning was just magical, but it was all because, guys, there wasn't really like a lot of boom and bang from the bats. It was just really smart and patient at bats, and it really helped us out getting that victory.
Yep. It's kind of what kept Chinese Taipei in all the way to the last moment. Their pitching just couldn't hit.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of can't hit, Mexico still has only one hit, and they scored 16 runs in their last game. That's baseball, Susan.
I feel like they're going to have to come through with a hit at some point.
Yeah.
To just break up the malaise.
Yeah. Here's Willie Castro, one of our main catalysts, in a 2-2 count. Another really good at bat. We're working some of these counts really well. I mean, it's really, really. I wonder how this is gonna strain Cuba's game against Canada, they're gonna really rely heavily on Moniello.
Yeah, that's every pitch. Like we said, every pitch counts. Every don't
Yeah,
want to have to go through your entire bullpen. 'Cause you never
very,
know what as good as Moniello's been, you never know what you're gonna get, and if you have to go to the bullpen early or what,
very true.
I think the big thing for him is he probably doesn't have a pitch count on him, so he might
Hmm.
be able to go a little bit longer.
Yeah. Castro puts a drive into it, center field, and the outfielders come together, but it is the left fielder who makes the play as the Puerto Ricans go down 1-2-3. And over in Houston, Cal Raleigh has struck out looking. He's having a rough WBC in his first WBC, but both Puerto Rico and the United States are currently up in their respective games. We're going to commercial break for the Puerto Rico game as Team USA it now brings up, I believe it's Roman Anthony, the man with the 3-run home run. See if he can repeat some of his success. Takes first pitch strike at 96. A lot of underrated pitchers for Mexico. A lot of young prospects too that we don't ever really get to see. They got a guy out there right now on the mound with a 2.84 ERA. Pretty impressive.
Can he hold this offense down? Will be the true test for him.
Oh, and 2 count right now to Roman Anthony. A lot of action early on, but we're hitting that lull right now.
Yeah. You look at moving forward in the week, not even talking about Tuesday. Wednesday is the final day of the pool. 3 games to be played with big implications. Canada, Cuba, possibly fighting for a final spot in the Pool A uh, bracket. And then you talk about Italy, Mexico, both 2-0. I mean, Mexico loses this game. Italy's got to feel really good about themselves. And
Oh
even
yeah.
you said it. That's your sleeper team.
Oh yeah. Big time. I'm
So if
really
Italy,
excited for them.
yeah, if Italy can pull through, that's huge. And then you have the marquee matchup of the Dominican Republic versus Venezuela. Is it going to be a
Yes.
game like this where it's 5-0, or is it going to be tit for tat?
Winner gets to avoid Japan. That's what that game is for. It's pretty fun.
It'll be the power of Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. versus the power of Luis Arraez.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe
All
that guy
right.
has 2 home runs already.
I know. Here comes the wave in Puerto Rico as we begin the top of the fifth. Moran stays in the game. I was gonna mention the 2 Achilles heels I had mentioned it to you in private for a team like Italy is they're not really the best defensive team, kind of like struggles defensively,
Yeah.
and their whole team is left-handed. So if you get a good lefty up against them, you have a nice little advantage. So they got a few things working against them, but they still perform so far. As Byron Buxton comes up, it's 3-2.
Twitter
And
has
Milan,
Twitter
what was
has
that?
absolutely every angle of Bobby Witt Jr.'s play right
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh my gosh, Willie Castro with a beautiful snag at second. That looked like a base hit all the way. Lovely play by Willie Castro.
You've gotten some really good defense from Puerto Rico. I mean,
Yep.
solid pitching, really good defense, and all you got to do is get a couple runs in here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, what a leap. What a leap and a grab.
It's having a nice tournament, Willie Castro. as Byron Buxton got the walk. That brings up, I believe, Bryce Terang.
Shout out to everyone who's in the room. We got close to 330 people in
Hell
this live
yeah.
stream right now.
Appreciate you all.
Yep.
Another beautiful play. Nolan Arenado. Defense, Anthony. Moran is breezing through this lineup.
He's got 29 pitches so far.
I believe currently, right now, Venezuela has won their game against Nicaragua. And they are 3-0, just like the Dominican.
Four to nothing. Those two teams had already advanced with the victory from Dominican Republic today earlier. So whether Venezuela won or lost, we all knew they were going to win anyway against Nicaragua. That it just means that they're in now. Like you said, they're fighting for who's not going to play Japan and who will take on Korea, which is another power lineup.
Huge offense in Korea's lineup. Huge offense. Very, 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 very dangerous. No breaks in that offense. Consistent.
None whatsoever. The rest of the scores from the day outside of Venezuela beating Nicaragua 4-0. Korea 7-2 earlier this morning. Korea in with Japan out of Pool C. Dominican Republic 10-1 over Israel. Dominican Republic and Venezuela advance. Colombia 4-3. They get their first win. They knock out Panama. And Brazil loses to the Great Britain 8-1. I think Brazil now gets relegated. So that sucks for them. Czech Republic also gets relegated. And there's still this like fight for who gets relegated in Pool A. So that has to play out.
We get out of the inning relatively easy, off to the 6th inning. Puerto Rico is just breezing through. Long may it continue.
Let's keep that pitching rolling.
Both games in current commercial breaks. Let's see what's going on the Twitter machine. Let's take a look.
We didn't get into this, but you had mentioned, you had kind of teased it, but Jesus Luzardo, how about that contract?
Yeah, so he gets, I believe, $27 million a year, 5-year deal. I believe it's $130. Very nice contract for him. He was going to be one of the better free agents in a weaker free agent class coming up at the end of this season. Just a heads up, Matthew Boyd is in for the Americans. Another lefty. Yeah, and this is I've been kind of like always keeping the biggest contract signed this offseason for a starting pitcher was Dylan Cease, 7 years, 210. And now we get this, Luzardo. And I kind of feel like Peralta is going to fall somewhere in between that 130 and $200 million mark. Probably, I'm going to bet money he's going to make over like around 160, 170. And I think the Mets will pay it. And I really do think that's kind of what's going to come. If I were him, though, if I had to take my Met hat off and like my Met bias aside, if I'm going really, really well, especially the way I think he can go for the Mets, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. We don't get a contract signed until maybe the end of the year, depending on how the team performs and how he performs. So, um, I hope that's not the case. I hope we get a contract done relatively early. But, um, late Jesus Lazardo, a lot of people going into last year, they weren't sure what Lazaro they were going to get in Philly. Remember, they traded for him, same way the Mets traded for Peralta.
Yeah.
And he was a bit of a up and down pitcher with the Marlins because of injury. But they saw what they got out of him in the Philadelphia Philly system, and they liked him so much that they gave him a 5-year deal. They committed 5 years to him. And I think that's very telling, especially for what we got going with Freddie. Closer in age, I believe they're separated by a year.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if David Stearns wants to see Freddie pitch in the bright lights of New York before they really get pen to paper. But it feels like they are talking, even though they're saying they're not. You get the feel that they are having some sort of discussions. But I think that's something to keep an eye on, especially with all the storylines going on with the Mets down in Port St. Lucie.
Absolutely. And Mexico is
Helio
official.
Ramos got a hit, Anthony. What? Oh, we got to play Lotto tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
Double for Helio.
How about this? Mexico officially on the board. Jaron Duran with a home run. 5-1.
He's on fire right now, man. He's having such a great spring. He's having really, really good WBC for Mexico. Jaron Duran coming off a relatively subpar year for standards. And he looks really good, man. He looks really good. I think he heard all the trade rumors in the offseason, a lot of negative talk surrounding his name. And he has a point to prove, man. 4-run game in Houston.
Shout out to the Mets for getting in on the the shutouts. They won 9-0 today.
How about those Mets, huh?
Good start to the spring so far. Contributions from all over the plate. Helio Ramos double. He's finally on the board with a hit. Let's see if Nolan Arenado can get his first hit of the WBC. And just like that, he's out. Ground out to the second baseman, but he gets the runner to move to third. So Ramos is at third with 1 out for Carlos Cortez.
An insurance run here for Puerto Rico is extremely huge right now. Yeah. As we get to the latter part of this game. And that was also a huge run for Mexico. They were pretty much quiet for 5 innings. I mean, Polstein's on the mound. They were probably just waiting to see what the team was going to look like, or the relievers after him. And they got 2 lefties back to back. And what do you know? A lefty gets a home run off a lefty.
You love to see it,
right?
You love to see it,
right? Hey, let's bookend lefties, right? And then the lefty does the damage. I love it.
Can Carlos Cortez add to the lead here for Team Puerto Rico? The man on third.
Oh, Cortez puts the drive. Is it far enough? We might have a play at the plate. Ramos is going, not the fastest runner. And we get the sack fly. Team Puerto Rico gets a run. They go up 4-0 against Cuba. Manufacturing runs, the theme of this team, getting the job done. Small ball equals smart ball. Team Puerto Rico, Yadier Molina playing an awesome brand of baseball currently. And they're getting really good pitching as well.
I now need that on a t-shirt. Small ball equals smart ball. I like that.
Oh, yeah. I just made that up. Small ball equals smart ball. We really needed that insurance run. Well done.
Chip away.
Keep chipping
away. Every inning puts more pressure now on Cuba.
I believe they're making a pitching change. So Hernandez is up. I think the pitcher's actually, it looks like he's in a little bit of pain, so I think they're going to make a pitching change. And Matthew Boyd, man, had a really good year. Gets on Team USA and unfortunately gives up that homer. Has to lock in right now. Team Mexico, the crowd in Houston is the Mexican fans are alive right now down in Houston. Beautiful hitting by Jaron Duran. And again, I mean, you know, this is a very good baseball player, man. He's gonna be very good. You got him and Roman Anthony in Boston. I mean, it's gonna be a very
Yeah.
talented outfield for that team. Very talented outfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anthony, random question. Did you know? Found this out recently. The very first game of the Major League Baseball season, it's the Yankees in San Francisco, and it's the only game. And the best part about it, and I found this out recently, and I was genuinely shocked. It's not on Fox. It's not on MLB. It's not on Tubi. It's not on Amazon. Anthony, it's on Netflix.
So now there's another way to
Yep.
watch. It's too much. It's too
Netflix
much.
is hosting the baseball opener this season between the Yankees and the Giants on
There's
Netflix.
just games everywhere. Like, who's announcing this? Like, how do they have all these people to announce these games?
Allegedly, from what I read, there's a female who used to be on ESPN that was scouted by Netflix, and she's gonna be the main host. While every game they will, I guess, show, they're gonna get legends from each team. So we're hearing that Barry Bonds and CC Sabathia are gonna be on the call for that game.
Interesting.
On
That's
Netflix.
interesting.
First time ever, baseball, MLB.
I've never listened to radio more than I do now when it comes to these baseball games. Like, it's just so much easier. I could go do things, I'll catch the highlights on X or Instagram or something like that, and then I just listen to the show. I miss out on Gary, Keith, and Ron sometimes, but
Jonathan Aranda single. The inning continues for Team Mexico as they're gaining momentum. Matthew Boyd doesn't look sharp right now. That's also a thing that I think we're going to have lots of discussions about, especially us as creators, when we get to the unfortunate lockout with, how they spread out TV revenue and who's going to get what game and what teams can afford their own station and so on and so forth. And I think that's a huge problem with like so many fans just trying to watch the game. They have to, go through loopholes just to get what's available to them. It's a little bit ridiculous, honestly, especially in a day and age where so much is available to us. It really shouldn't have to be like, doing hula hoops to just find a baseball game.
Yeah.
And then this stuff is expensive. Not everybody has the means to have like 4 or 5 streaming services just to watch baseball, It's like a little ridiculous at this point.
Just in general, baseball, like you said, with the subscriptions, with having to go to games and paying $50 for parking, tolls, food, everything. It's just baseball is becoming a more luxurious sport for the richer that are out there, and they're really pricing out fans that have stuck with it forever and have watched. I mean, I remember going to Citi Field and there not being that many, like 2011, 2012. I mean, stadium was empty.
Absolutely. Yep, those were some days where you could stick your leg out and relax and watch a game. Now, these lines at Citi Field, oh boy, don't get me started.
I think it was, I had the season tickets to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple seasons 2022 where it was those, gift events like bobblehead. Keith Hernandez bobblehead day was one of the days I'm like, it was the same day he was retiring his number. And the lines were like, they were way too long and they don't let you in early enough.
Mhm.
right? They want
That's
you to
another
be,
problem too.
yeah, they want you to be in your, hey, come early, be in your seat by this time. Well, open the gates a little earlier. Maybe we'll get in our seats.
Not to interrupt you, another single for Team Mexico. Alejandro Kirk, 2 men on, 2 outs. The Mexican team is fighting.
Former Met legend Joey Meneses at the plate.
Joey Meneses. What a name.
This is a big spot for Mexico.
Huge.
Down 5-1. They score a run. They're right back in this game.
Yeah, this is a huge at bat right now for Joey Meneses, who actually has some WBC magic in his bat in the past. I
Yeah.
believe he had a home run against us or Japan in the last WBC. I forgot which one it was, but he has some magic in him in this tournament. I have to admit it, I'm a little surprised at how Puerto Rico has handled Cuba today. They've done a very good job. Flawless game so far.
Yeah, I think, coming into this, we had our thoughts on what Cuba was going to be, and they kind of flipped the script.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
This has
it
been
was
a
just a
very
little, yeah.
impressive, very impressive. Now let me ask, if we hold this lead, is this an Edwin Diaz game? I think I would use him in this game. Oh my God, Anthony. Oh my God, Mexico scored.
Joey Meneses, a
Joey Menez
single.
is a little up the middle, and Bryce Terrain can't come down with it. And it's 2-5. Mexico is fighting. Oh boy.
Make it closer. I want drama.
Yeah, I know. Matthew Boyd has been a mess right now, man.
30 pitches.
Yeah, Bryce Terrain had to at least keep that ball from going into the outfield. Now, who's this now batting? Nacho Alvarez is up. I believe he's a Brave. As Yaxiel Rios hits a batter. Man on first right now for Team Cuba. A lot of Mexican fans down in Houston, man. 1-1 count right now to Nacho Alvarez Jr. Long lineage of catchers for Team Puerto Rico they're showing. What a group of guys that is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Santiago, Alomar Jr., Pudge, Javi Lopez, Posada, Yadi, and Martin Maldonado, who's been a stud for us tonight.
Not the start that Yaxel Rios wanted. He gets the one out, but he's just hit a batter. So Benito Santiago, man.
What a player, right?
Yep.
Throw it back. Oh boy,
Yes.
is that splitting the outfielders? Oh boy, it is. Hold him, hold him, hold him, hold him. Get a good strong throw in there. Oh, he's gonna bring in a run. Yeah, is he gonna get him? Oh, Yaxiel Rios, man. Oh, Cuba gets a run.
4-1 here. A Alfredo Despagne double.
It looks like everyone's uncle. So now I'm definitely using Edwin Diaz tonight,
Yeah.
for sure. Nacho Alvarez with a little blooper to Bryce Terang, and he makes the play today. He makes a play this time, excuse me. It's tightening up right now, Anthony. Come on, Yaxiel.
So that hit batter
Yeah.
comes back to bite Yaxel Rios.
And the guy with the long last name, I'm not even gonna begin to try to do that.
Sounds like it's Arabarena.
Aruba Reina. So I'm
Yeah. I think you said it better than me.
mm-hmm.
Willie Castro misplayed that relay that led to Martinez scoring there.
Oh man, you're gonna see what happens now. How about Theo? How about
No, he's only thrown 10 pitches, but maybe time to
a
warm up
little
someone in
all
the
over the
pen.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably why he's had trouble like landing a spot on a major league team. Just really no command.
Was he a Met? Right? He was a Met.
Well, 2022, he was invited. No, 2024, he was invited, but I don't think he stuck on with us.
It's like he probably would have been a good taxi cab
Gets a
player.
strikeout. Gets a strike. He was a Met. He was a Brave. He was been on a lot of teams.
Carson Bench batting 391 this spring.
Carson Bench, man. Mr. Stearns.
That's his draft pick.
Yeah, Mr. Stearns. That's your golden boy. That's your golden goose, right? Your golden egg.
Good pitch for the strikeout from
Yeah,
Rios there.
very nice.
Now to keep this run from scoring, Cuba scores a run here, make it 4-2. It's a different situation than 4-1, and the confidence level for Cuba gets a little bit better.
Yeah, I think Yaxiel has to get this guy out. Can't continue this inning. Here we go. The 0-2, 2 out, man on third. Throws a ball. 1-2. As Bobby Witt is leading off the bottom of the sixth. These games are going longer than I expected, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Bedtime is nearing.
Yep. For both of us.
Man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we struck him out. We got out the inning. Attaboy, Rios. Ooh, we haven't had a stressful inning for a while, so wasn't that bad. Just one run.
You know what has to happen? Every time they got to threaten or something, we got to get some rain going. That seems to help us out.
That's actually funny. That's our little trick, right? Just
Yeah.
we got a weather
Global
machine.
warming. That's the global warming.
La lluvia, prende la lluvia, prende la lluvia.
Well, Rios bounces back. That's nice to see those 2 strikeouts from him.
Absolutely.
Inning over. They'll go to the bottom of the 6th there. Both games in the 6th inning.
Bobby Witt, leadoff walk. The United States are in business. Bryce Harper is up with Aaron Judge on deck. I wonder if Bobby Witt steals here. Very close game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And what looked like it was going to be a rout, now tightening up.
USA also seems to score runs right after giving up runs.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Bobby Witt steals second base, but Harper strikes out. Judge looking to pad those stats.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep going all the way to the final, Judge right now is already looking like tournament MVP.
Yeah.
Can't get him out. Puerto Ricans come up to bat. Looks like Eddie Rosario is leading off for Team Puerto Rico. I believe we're in the seventh inning or the bottom of the sixth. Yeah, bottom of the sixth.
Showing Yadier Molina's resume uh, in the
Second as
WBC.
manager, I see. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he managed the 2023 team and batted over 300 in his time. So Puerto Rico catchers, like you said, I mean, they've hit well in the WBC.
Good lineage catchers in Team Puerto
Yeah.
Rico. I feel like we don't have one currently on that kind of level. I feel like we do need a nice young generation to kind of like step up. So that is hopefully on the horizon, man. We don't
Yeah.
want to see that dry out. As we get a leadoff walk for Rosario. Love it. We definitely could get that run back and get back that extra run, steal it back would be huge for Team Puerto Rico. Most Gold Glove awards all time. Yadier Molina at 9. Only Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge Rodriguez, ahead of him with 13. For Puerto Rican born catchers. 9. Probably arguably the best defensive catcher of our lifetime. Yadier Molina.
Yeah. And what a pest he was to the Mets. I mean, we all remember him from
Oh my God.
2006. I don't want to rehash that. Another guy that always was a pest and killed us was Javi Lopez.
Absolutely.
He was on that list as well.
Schwarber on one knee puts a drive into it, and 3 outs for the Americans. Mexico holds on tight. They're heading to the end of the. They're heading to the top of the seventh. Excuse me. As Manuel Rivera is up with a 1-1 count, and Rosario still second. Is he going to go to third? He does advance to third. The throw not in time. Anthony, we got a man out there, no out. We can steal this run back. Beautiful.
They have to show the guys who didn't make the roster. Didn't we deal with that enough?
We're just gonna keep rehashing that.
I don't need a graphic. We know.
Eddie Rosario, man. Moving at what age? 38, 39. Still got it, man. A nuisance to the Mets.
Jersey on.
He's still going, man. It's with the jersey, just like you said. Once you put that jersey on, brand new man.
Manuel Rivera batting 333 has had a pretty good WBC so far.
We need a nice little fly ball, Emmanuel. Come on.
Yeah, just bring that runner in any way you can.
Maybe the theme continues, right? Small ball equals smart ball.
Yep.
Oh man, that's a questionable, questionable strike called on Rivera, but it was too close, I guess, to take. Yeah, it looked like a ball from my vantage point. I can understand why he's upset.
Yeah.
It looked like ball four. Yeah, no ABS in the WBC, so that would have definitely been one I would have tapped my
Ooh,
helmet. But
yeah. Very questionable call. Yeah, he's pissed.
yeah, MJ Melendez looking to have another really good at bat today, as he's been a nice little jolt to the lineup at the bottom of the lineup. He's just scored a run and been on base. Need a fly ball here, buddy. Oh, it looks like a foul out, and now 2 outs. Unfortunate. That would have been a good time to bunt, but they had the infield in. 2 outs, man. We can't leave this
That's a
guy
rough one.
stranded. Yeah. Team USA sticking with Matthew Boyd after a rough sixth inning. Martin Maldonado, is this his tournament? This is his opportunity. A base hit brings in an insurance run the Puerto Rican team needs. Swings and a miss. Maldonado shows bunt with 2 outs. Risky idea there, huh?
Trying to fool the pitcher.
Yeah.
Top 7, 2 quick outs for Boyd against Mexico.
Andy Pettit, the manager, talking things over with the staff there. I mean, the pitching manager, the pitching coach.
Maldonado's got the count 2-2 here. Now 3-2. Batter timeout. There's been so many batter timeouts today.
Yeah.
Oh, but he'll ground out to third after that. So they do not. That's very Mets. They just Mets that.
I just noticed we didn't ever. Oh man, he hit it hard, but right to a glove. I just noticed we didn't get it. We haven't seen that young Reds infielder, Arroyo, I think his name is.
He came in Saturday
Right?
to pinch run, and that was it.
That was it,
I
right?
think
He hasn't
he
really
came in for defense, but
right.
we have not seen him whatsoever.
I mean, well, after that walk off, it's gonna be tough to not play her nice, I guess. But I get
Yeah.
it. Just curious. We haven't seen him at all, like at all.
Guess it's whatever Yachty feels comfortable with.
Probably right. Yeah. Probably pecking order things too. You know.
Yep.
Another Brewer in this WBC, Joey Ortiz, little scrappy guy for the Brewers.
Yeah, like he said, it's like their whole team is so scrappy. They know how to win.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. All right, and that is 3 outs. The Americans are coming up the bat. Well, Anthony, I gotta prepare for bedtime. I don't want to leave the stream early, but I'm gonna have to. These games are going longer than I thought.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give them one more inning, and then I gotta prepare
Well,
because I took a nap, and I'm like,
I'm right.
oof. I tried
Nah,
to, I
I'm right
tried
there
to
with
like,
you.
yeah, I tried to prep, thinking, like, all right, I'll take a little nap, whatever, and it's still going longer than I thought. Sheesh. I guess they're closer games than we're making it out to seem, to be fair, but
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Oh, maybe I don't want to jinx it. Let me be quiet. This tournament has been backwards. Yaxiel Real stays in the game for the top of the 7th. Maybe he can have a little bit more easier time now. Let's see what he got.
Doesn't have too much control
Yeah,
with his
I'm with
pitches.
you. Oh my God, this umpire, come on. He's throwing strikes. He's not calling them. I love how the both dugouts are like completely on the railing. I love that. Oh my God, what is with this umpire, man? That's 2 balls that look like strikes, man. Come on, man. Don't start this now. He's throwing strikes. He's not getting a call, man. He walked him. Jesus Christ. That's the bullshit, man. Umpires do this nonsense, man. Looks like Bregman is leading off the bottom of the 7th for the United States. Looks like a batter substitution right now for Cuba. Big dude's coming in. This guy's huge. And I think we're getting a pitching change, are we? Some substitutions are happening now.
Yo
Rosado's coming.
Yankee is replacing Lionel Moas Jr.
Mm.
So they're looking for some bop here to make it 4-3.
Yeah, we got Rico Garcia warming up with Fernando Cruz, who hasn't really thrown much. It's actually a perfect time for Fernando Cruz. We'll see why not.
Yeah, he only threw one pitch.
Yeah, he only threw one pitch.
Maybe he could do the same today, get it out of the inning or a double play.
Yoel Yankee. It's a big boy. Swings at the first pitch. Fly ball. 1 out. Out of boy, Yaxiel.
Well, there goes that for a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter swings at the first pitch, right? Why not? Jesus Christ.
You can't make that up.
Cal Raleigh. Oh my God, he almost hit a home run. So close. So close.
So
All right,
two quick
Yasiel,
outs
keep going, bro.
after that walk.
Yeah, you know what? Huge, actually. Huge for Yaxiel. Hmm. You would think with Fernando Cruz in the eighth and Edwin in the ninth, that should be enough for Puerto Rico. Should be more than enough. And they would have full control of Pool A as they move on to play Canada tomorrow, which I think win or loss, it should be enough because we're gaining three. What right now we have a plus with these three runs plus the one we already had as a +4 run
Yeah.
differential. So I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see how Cuba and Canada play out because Canada could possibly play a little spoiler on Wednesday
Yeah.
by not letting Cuba win that game or not letting them score a lot of runs.
Well, if we win tonight and then beat Canada tomorrow, then that's
Yeah,
a
it's
done
locked up.
deal.
Done deal. I would be pretty upset with Canada, to be honest with you. I would expect a little bit more.
Yeah. It was very weird to see them lose to Panama. But Ruben
And
Tejada,
Yaxiel gets out of it. How about Yaxiel? Not a boy, Yaxiel, man. Good for them. Roman Anthony is now up with 2 outs.
crazy. They only get one run. This guy had no control of his
I know,
pitches,
right?
and Cuba could not get runs in.
Roman Anthony, 1-2 count. Hmm. Fought off a 96 in the hands. Good at bat so far. So many luchador masks. I love it. I love to see it in the stands. I love to see it. I love it.
And Roman Anthony gets on base on a fielding error by Nick Gonzalez, the second baseman.
I think Roman Anthony's been on base 3 times tonight. He's been a spark plug.
Yeah, he's had a really good game and a really good tournament so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially replacing Corbin Carroll. It's your first WBC. I mean, United States couldn't have asked for anything more from Roman Anthony, to be quite honest with you. As we say that, we're almost near Mets season. Anthony, are you ready?
I guess as ready as I can be. I think I told you I'm like the expectations. I'm just not coming in with any this
Yeah,
year.
I
Like
feel
even
this.
last season, like when they brought Soto, I was like, we still kind of need pitching,
Yeah,
and we saw that fall apart.
yeah,
I didn't think it was going to be an epic collapse,
yeah,
but now you go into this season and you just hope for the best.
yeah.
I just don't want to have any expectations on this team.
I could not agree more. I'm literally just taking it game by game. We can have the best record of baseball again. I don't care. It's not gonna mean anything to me. He's not gonna do a thing. It won't do a thing for me. I am focused on one thing with this team. September.
Yeah.
Get to September. That's my goal this year. I'm gonna be such a hard you know what on that. I don't care if they're 50-10. Doesn't mean anything. Get to September.
Yeah.
Gotta get to September.
Got to get to September. Got to win in September. We'll see what these players are made of. Obviously, the players that they had, no offense to them, but we've seen them that group year in and year out could not get past September.
Fun update in the outfield for Team Cuba. Alexi Ramirez, 44-year-old Alexi Ramirez, formerly known as the shortstop for the Chicago White Sox for so many years,
Yes.
is finally in the game for the WBC for Team Cuba. How about that?
44 years old. That is wild.
Still getting it, playing with major leaguers. How about it? They're showing Alexi Ramirez highlights from 2006, Anthony.
Just stop. Just stop it. Willie Castro's having himself a day. He's 1 for 2, but also got 2 walks.
Yeah, he's had a great day today.
Heliot Ramos, another opportunity.
Yeah. Be nice if he could show some of his power right now, right? Connect with the ball, please. Send me and Anthony to the to sleep, you know. He does have a double and he walked today. He did score. He finally got on the schneid off the schneid with a hit, you know. There we go. All right, at the second baseman. He hit it hard. Lines out. All right, make contact. Byron Buxton currently in a 3-2 count with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, man on first. Swings at ball 4. Strikes out. Buxton not having a good tournament at all, actually. Head to the 8th inning in Houston. United States up 5-2.
Oh, that was
all right. Let's see what happens in this inning for Puerto Rico. And then I will bid you an adieu, my friend. This has been way more less exciting. It was exciting for like a good 30 minutes, and then it's just been a lot of control, slow paced, good managing, solid baseball all around. Nolan Arenado's up. I mean, I'll take a 4. I'll take a. This is way more. I was expecting actually us to be fighting from behind in this game because the Cuban bats have been pretty active this tournament. But again, common theme. Puerto Rico has had the pitching, and Yadier Molina has been pressing all the right buttons. He kept on with Yaxiel Rios. He could have pulled him. He didn't. And the lefty that came in, I believe his last name was Ramos. He was awesome. And he put this bullpen together perfectly for Fernando Cruz and Edwin Diaz to finish his game off. Really good job by Yadier Molina, who I think we should be seeing him in the major leagues at some point, right? Like, he's got to be a manager at some point. Like, he's maybe in a few years. He should be the next manager for the Cardinals. It'll be the right thing to do.
And they just re-signed Ali Marmol.
Why? God only knows. Good Lord.
What's his name's running that team? Chaim Bloom. So
Chaim Bloom, yep.
He sees something in Ali. I don't know what it is, like you said, but he sees something.
I don't get it. Chaim Bloom. They were calling Stearns Chaim Bloom. I know Stearns heard that. I think Stearns got some burners out there, Anthony. I do. I would not be surprised. There's no way that man doesn't know what's going on. Tells the media that he don't listen to the radio. He doesn't have social media. Come on. He's got people.
He definitely does.
Knows.
Yeah, he does.
How about that man, Carlos Cortez? Base hits, man on the corners. We needed that last inning.
Hernaiz coming up.
Hero again. How about it?
Yeah. Hey, man, you can have enough insurance runs.
Absolutely.
Puerto Rico up by 3. So Cuba's still in this. They haven't played awful either.
No, they haven't. It's just been really good baseball by Puerto Rico, in my opinion. Really good baseball. Elmer Cruz was, yeah, I mean, he set the tone, really.
Yeah.
Jaron Duran, another home run. Jaron Duran, another one. It's going to be a tough play for Cuba, and they get out of it.
5-3 USA over Mexico. Mexico slowly creeping back. All right, man. We'll wrap it up here and let the fans enjoy the final 2 innings of this game. Always great doing these with you.
Been a pleasure, my friend. Thank you again. Hopefully, Puerto Rico can take a commanding lead in this pool. And man, Team USA, man, they should have put up more runs. They should have put up more runs. So we'll see how this turns out. Guys, don't forget, Subway to Shea, my brother Anthony, on all his platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. Hit me up on YouTube, Shea and Sons, and on X, you can find me Kicking It with Keith. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to like the stream, retweet the stream, hit the notification bell. And we'll be back really soon with another stream. Appreciate you guys.
Indeed. Good night, everybody.
Good night.